stick-on mounts. Been asked about this one. Two types of mount. Well, there's three, but we're not counting that. That's on the Bic. The stick-on type, very secure if you have the right glue, which I do not today, so won't be doing that review. And these GoPro or GoPro alternatives. They're cheaper and they just don't have GoPro written on. Links down below. We're going to look at mounting them. Works on isups. It works, I've found, better on isups because isups tend to be almost completely flat towards the rocker, towards the nose here. Whereas all composite boards, they've got a slight shape to them. So it's never going to sit quite flat. Let me show you. Can you see there's a little bit of rock there? We put it on the nose where it's exaggerated. There is a little bit of a gap, so we have to be careful of that. So what we are going to do is, first of all, make sure we're right down the center of the board. Best way of doing that is to obviously eyeline it. If you've got a stringer or a marker right down the middle, even better. And you want to sort of tend to avoid putting it right on the nose. I know that gives you a better angle, but during a nose dive it will take the brunt of it as well. You don't want that, and I've found it rocks more on the nose. So I'm going to come down. What have I got there? About 6 inches. And we're going to mount it there. So about this wobbly camera. I'm not using a tripod because I'm just doing a bit of handheld stuff. But first thing I did was get a bit of acetone and just clean the surface. Should have really showed you that, but a little bit of acetone, nail varnish remover. Try it on a little area first in case you do have a strange composition on your deck. And then we just picky peely and where the safety bit is, you want, well, I just tend to have it pointing away, so 6 inches down, making sure we're in the middle. You can measure this as well. I do advise measuring it, but I can see the handle right down the middle. And we press down. Now, make sure you get the sides, because it does, like I say, especially on composite boards, rise up. I'm going to hold that for a few minutes. So sticking the glue-on mounts down, whilst I'm here, onto rigid plastics you need a plastic glue, probably not polystyrene cement. I've got to do a little bit more research, but on isups I just use PVAC glue. I've not tried it on these. I might try it on the Bic. And then with any luck, it's just trying to rise up ever so slightly in the corners. Not a huge problem, but the Bic has a really sort of concave shape to the nose, so it doesn't stick very well. It might be convex, it's one way or the other. Right, whilst that's thinking about it, we're just going to put the safety on. Just next to it. Push it down. Right, now I'm not going to stand here for the next hour or so, so got to wait. Being careful not to scratch the board. Just going to balance it on the top so it's not on the board at all. Let's have a look at that. There we go. So it is not resting on the board at all. Now I've not got that little safety line, but the safety line always seems to go on really well. It's the main mount that is the worry. Always attach the safety line as well. I've had 2 or 3 of these come off because I put it on the hard boards and it didn't work. Whereas on a surfboard I've had for over 10 years now, it's still on there and it's still rock solid. So that's pretty much it. Any questions? Hit me up below. Thanks guys, take care. One final note, it's always best to have your boards under cover and not in direct sunlight. So if you are doing this on a nice hot day, just cover your board up. Especially on the mount, you don't want to be mounting that glue. You want to do everything you can to give that a good chance to set. Right, that's it. Like, subscribe, all the usual. See you later.